Well, the eyes of golf fans around the world are on Torrey Pines, where the U.S. Open is set to begin tomorrow morning. For San Diegans, one hometown player will be the center of attention. ABC 10 News Sports Director Ben Higgins is live at Torrey Pines, where Phil Mickelson is looking to make history. And it's no wonder, Ben, after his astonishing win at the PGA Championship last month.
Yeah, it really is, Virginia. The sun just coming out here, going to be a beautiful day. And you know, a mid-June birthday means Phil can measure the passage of time each year here at the U.S. Open. Today, the San Diego native turns 51 years old, and tomorrow he'll tee it up here at Torrey Pines, trying to win the only major that has eluded him in his Hall of Fame career.
It's a unique opportunity because I've never won a U.S. Open. It's in my backyard. I have a chance to prepare properly, and I wanted to put in the right work. So I've kind of shut off all the noise. I've shut off my phone. I've shut off a lot of the other stuff to where I can kind of focus in on this week and really give it my best chance to try to play my best.
Mickelson did just that last month at the PGA Championship, becoming the oldest major champion in golf history. He's following in the footsteps of his friend Tom Brady, who won a Super Bowl earlier this year at the age of 43.
When you see somebody do it and do something, what he's doing, which is play football at the highest level at an age that really nobody else has ever done it, it's inspiring and it's motivating. And then when you see it happen, it's much easier to do.
One thing Mickelson hasn't done in more than 20 years is win at Torrey Pines. He played the course often in high school and won the Farmers Insurance Open 3 times in his pro career, but not since the course was redesigned in 2001 to secure a U.S. Open.
Although it's a lot different than when I grew up 35 years ago, it's still is a special site, and it's in remarkable shape.
And Mickelson says he's put in a little extra effort to see if he can make some more major magic.
So I've spent a lot of hours out here on the greens last week to see if I can get that local knowledge again, and we'll see how it goes. But I had a lot of fun kind of relearning and spending a lot of time out here.
Well, Phil certainly seems to have found the fountain of youth, and one thing's for certain, if Mickelson is raising the trophy on the 18th green on Sunday, it'll go down as one of the great stories in golf history. We'll be bringing you more great stories from Torrey Pines and the U.S. Open throughout the week here on 10 News. Live at Torrey Pines at the U.S. Open, I'm Ben Higgins, ABC 10 News.
Yeah, that was fun to watch, Ben. Thank you very much. Well, as far as the pandemic is concerned, if you want to see how far we have come, take a look at this video. This was San Diego County in April of 2020. These drone shots captured by ABC 10 News photographer Jeff Stevens are landmarks and roads pretty much empty, beaches and parks deserted, but that has now changed drastically. Let's get to ABC 10 News traffic anchor Vanessa Paz live in North County. Vanessa, not only are we seeing a lot more people at popular destinations, but also on our roads.
Yeah, that's right, Jim. If you're finding yourself a little more frustrated than usual because of more cars on the roadways, it's not just you. Caltrans has confirmed that there has been an increase in volume of cars on those major highways and in those congested areas, kind of like where we're standing right here on the 15 North at Carroll Canyon. But also keep in mind that we're in a post-pandemic world. What that means is that folks are leaving a little more earlier or later than normal. Perhaps they're even working from home a couple of days out of the week. So that window of congestion, not as consistent as we saw before, but yes, overall seeing an uptick in drivers, something that a lot of people in San Diego have confirmed that they did not miss one bit.
Fasten your seatbelts and get ready, because it's going to be a bumpy and slow drive.
I have not missed the traffic one bit. I am happy being able to get to my destination in 10 minutes.
Those quiet and empty commutes officially in our rearview mirror. Caltrans confirming volume on the roads have accelerated recently. A Sandag report with data collected from Caltrans sensors and satellites show the average daily traffic volume during peak hours and hotspots plummeted 44% in April 2020 compared to that same month the year before. But that same report shows April of this year, volume down only 8% when compared to April of 2019.
We're starting to see the same traffic patterns that we saw pre-pandemic.
Jim Betancourt is an officer with CHP.
We're also seeing an uptick in calls for service, whether it be collisions, disabled motorists on the roadways.
He says while the freeways were empty, law enforcement was still gassed up and are ready for the return of traffic.
Now we're going to focus on things like clearing traffic lanes, making sure that people are driving safe. We're still going to be out there arresting those DUI drivers.
Top tip to keep commuters safe, plan ahead.
Watch 10 News traffic in the morning, right? Plan. Make sure that you plan before you leave the house.
Something self-proclaimed expert driver Russell White says he's got down to a science.
I time it and I know the routes and I'm able to steer around it. That's after 30 plus years of route driving in San Diego County.
CHP says bumper-to-bumper crashes is still the #1 type of incident reported.
If you're involved in a fender bender and there's no injuries and you're able to move your cars, move them to the right shoulder.
And according to Caltrans, although they were able to speed up some of those deadlines on highway projects thanks to less cars on the road, you can still expect full lane closures this summer.
Some of the projects we have is that 94 project that's happening right now.
Gerard Chadurjian with Caltrans says safety for drivers and construction crews during road work is top priority. He says folks can expect more full lane closures that'll detour you off the freeway instead of just blocking 1 or 2 lanes.
It keeps our workers safe and it keeps the traveling public safer as well, and we're able to do more work without people zooming by the work zones.
Another sign heavy commutes are back. Caltrans says ramp meters folks might have sped past before will likely be on now that volume is increasing.
We haven't been used to this for a year and a half, right? So people are going to be frustrated behind the wheel. Take that deep breath, enjoy that cup of coffee, get behind the wheel, turn on your favorite radio station and relax.
Again, Jim Betancourt makes it sound so easy, right? Just relaxing in traffic. Well, one thing that he did mention too that was interesting that folks may have known or forgotten is CHP works with SANDAG to provide freeway service patrol. What that means is if you're stuck on the side of the highway because you ran out of gas or perhaps you have a flat tire, there are tow trucks on standby ready to help, and it's all at no cost. For information on that, you can go ahead and visit 10news.com and make sure to tune in to ABC 10 News every morning for traffic alerts before you head out the door. Reporting live in the North County this morning, Vanessa Paz, ABC 10 News.
Vanessa, thank you very much. People are heading back out on the roads, and as they head back out to work, many parents are dealing with child care options. ABC 10 News reporter Marie Coronel joining us live at the County Administration Building, where providers, Marie, held a news conference asking the state for some financial help.
And Jim, these providers say the cost of operating has gone up. They're also having some trouble keeping their staff, and that is why they need this financial help.
Raise our rates! Raise our rates! Raise our rates!
A group of child care providers, parents, and their children gathered at the County Admin Building, hoping to send a message to the governor, pushing for a pay increase. Shantae Brown owns Happy Time Learning Academy in San Diego. She says before the pandemic hit, they normally had 15 families. Over the course of the last 15 months, that number dropped, but her expenses haven't, with all of the new COVID-19 protocols that are in place. She says it costs about $1,300 a month to operate. Bills that aren't covered with the minimum wage child care providers are getting. She says it also makes it tough to hire and keep staff, which adds another set of challenges for child care facilities as more parents return to work now that the state has fully reopened.
They can barely afford their own, their own salary to cover their own bills. So for us to get a raise, it will enable more providers to have more assistance, to have more helpers.
And union leaders say this pay raise will be discussed Thursday in Sacramento. Live from the County Admin Building, Marie Cornell, ABC 10 News.
Thank you, Marie. On the second day of the state's reopening, the governor is doubling down on some much needed help for renters and small businesses. Earlier today, Governor Newsom talked about the latest round of help he says Sacramento will make available as a way to use the state's $80 billion budget surplus.
Everybody that's been impacted by this pandemic that can't pay their rent, we will pay 100% of your rent going back to April of last year. Anybody that's impacted by this pandemic that can't pay their rent and can't afford their water bill or their utility bill, California will pay those bills. 100%.
He added that just because the restrictions have been lifted doesn't mean the work of getting the state back on its feet is over.